I'd like to introduce you to the concept of functions. So when we first started coding our programs here, we did it in a very sequential top-down manner. So we basically started at the top of our program, we coded our way down through the different portions to the end of our program. A very sequential way of programming. And when we ran those programs, they started at the top and they worked their way down to the bottom towards the end of the code. Okay, so we ran the first part, second part, third part, fourth part. Now in reality, our users may only be interested in this portion of the program. Okay, so as we have it now, they have to run the whole program. So how do we build that functionality in there to allow them to pick what parts of the program that they're interested in? Well, we can do that through functions. So basically what we do is we take our different parts of our code, our different sections, and we pull those out and we write them in the form of a function. So we just pull those out, segment our code, and we can write them in form of functions. And then we have this portion here called the main program. This is where the program starts. So what we can do in the main program, and this is what's so cool about functions, is that we can put a menu system in the main program. And then that way our user, if they wanted to run the first portion of the program or a certain portion of the program, they could call that. So if they wanted to call that first function, they could. If they wanted to run another part of the program there, they could. Maybe they wanted to run the second part of the program, they could. And we can do that through functions on that. Because they can lay a menu system on there, they can pick what they want, when they want, and they can run it as often as they want. Okay. Now, are we limited to having the main program only call functions? No. We can actually have the main program call a function, and then we can write functions to support that function. So a function can call another function, and then that function can call another function, and we can continue on with that pattern. Okay, so we can write functions to compartmentalize our code to allow the users, to pick what they want and run what they want, when they want, how many times they want through a menu system, and we can write functions to support other functions. So this really allows us to build in flexibility and modularity into our programs. So before here, when we were running our programs from the top down, okay, our users had to start at the top and they had to do every single portion of the program. Once we start writing functions, we can set it up on there where they can pick and run any portion of the program that they like. So that's just a brief overview, a brief introduction of the concept of functions.